Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Stardew Valley video. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to get the full shipment achievement in the game. This can be a relatively hard achievement, especially in the 1.5 update. With the recent addition of radioactive ores will cause trouble when getting this achievement, but it is doable nonetheless. So this will be a guide on where to find all of these items roughly, because there is quite a lot of items. I won't be able to go fully in depth. If you want true in-depth knowledge over all these items, make sure to check the wiki out. It'll be in the description of this video. So without further ado, please enjoy. Okay, so to start, wild horseradish, daffodil, leek and dandelion are all spring forageables. Parsnip is a spring crop. Cave carrots can be found when digging in the dirt in caves. Coconuts are a desert forageable as well as cactus fruit. Banana is a new 1.5 thing that grows on trees on the island. Sap is an item you get when cutting down trees, not too hard of an item to get. A large egg, and large egg. Some are white, some are brown. You will need different chickens for two of these eggs. So they all can be found by getting chickens to lay eggs, and the more relationship you have with your chicken, the better egg you get, so the larger egg you're gonna get. The same applies with milk and large milk. The better love you have with your cow, the larger the milk. You also got green beans and cauliflower and potato, as well as garlic, all spring crops. You have kale and rhubarb, which are both spring crops as well. You have melons, tomatoes, which are summer crops. Now you've also got the morel, which can be found in the secret woods in spring forageable. You've also got blueberries, summer crop. You have fiddlehead fern. Now this is a thing you can find in summer in the secret woods. A hot pepper you can get, it's another summer crop. You have wheat. Now wheat is a special one. It is a summer crop but also a fall crop or autumn crop. This is able to be got in either of those. You've also got a radish, red cabbage, starfruit and corn, all summer crops with the exception of corn, which is both summer and fall/autumn crop. You've got unmilled rice, which is a spring crop. You've got eggplant, artichoke, pumpkin, boy choy and jam. These are all fall crops. You've got the chantilly, or however you want to pronounce that, I'm not an expert. This is a crop, not a crop actually, it's a forageable you can find in the secret woods in fall. You've got cranberries, which are a fall crop. You've got holly, which is a winter forageable. You've got beets, which again is a fall crop. You've got an ostrich egg, which is a new item in 1.5 actually. You're able to find this in various ways on Ginger Island, but I would recommend putting this, incubating this into a ostrich first of all, to then get multiple. You've also got salmon berries, a spring forageable of sorts. You can find them on bushes. You've got amaranth, which is a fall crop. Pale ale, this is an artisan product. This can be got from, I believe, using hops in a keg, and then you get pale ale. This actually leads me on to my next one, which is hops. Hops can be found in fall. These are a fall crop. You've also got void eggs, which can be got from void chickens, which you get from either a witch or from Krubis selling you a void egg. Mayonnaise, duck mayonnaise, and void mayonnaise can be got from essentially putting each of the respective eggs into a mayonnaise machine. So mayonnaise, you put a normal egg, a large egg, a brown egg, whatever type of egg, that like the standard eggs. Duck mayonnaise is used by putting a duck egg into a mayonnaise machine, and void mayonnaise, put a void egg into that. You have clay, pretty easy to get. You can just get that from hoeing up the dirt, those little artifact spots. Copper bar, iron bar, gold bar, iridium bar, and refined quartz. These can all be got by smelting each of the respective ores, or in quartz's case, just quartz, in a furnace along with coal to get these bars. Honey can be got from beehives. It doesn't really matter what type it is, it just needs to be honey. Pickles and jelly, these are one of the more harder ones, or at least one of the less obvious ones anyway. So if you need pickles, what you can do is you can put vegetables into a preserves jar. Jelly is by putting a fruit into a preserves jar, and by doing either of those you get pickles or jelly, and you go on and sell that. Boom. Beer is done by putting wheat into a keg. Once you put the wheat into the keg, let it brew for a second, and by a second I mean quite a long time, it does take a while, and then sell that, you're done. Wine and juice is used by, first of all, wine, you get wine by putting fruit into a keg, then that'll turn into wine. Juice is you get juice from putting vegetables into a keg, and then you get juice. Clam is a beach forageable, doesn't matter what season. Poppy, this is a summer crop. And copper ore, iron ore, coal, gold ore, and iridium ore can just be found in the mines on higher levels, lower levels. From copper to iridium, copper would be the lowest levels, or I should say the highest levels, and iridium ore is more end game type stuff. Coal as well is just in between, like it's just everywhere. It is an easy thing to get. Okay, so now we're pretty much officially on page 2 if you don't count the iridium ore. But to start page 2, we've got an easy one, wood. You can get this by cutting down trees. Stone can be obtained by breaking stone. A nautilus shell is a winter beach forageable. Coral is a all seasons beach forageable. Rainbow shell is a summer beach forageable. Spiceberry is a forageable in summer, generally. Sea urchin is all seasons forageable on the beach. It might be slightly rarer than the coral, but still. We've got a grape, which is a summer forageable, or I think fall. It's a fall crop technically. It's a trellis crop. I wouldn't recommend using it though. I would recommend foraging it instead of growing it. You've got spring onions, which is a spring forageable down near the bottom of the cinder sap forest near the other entrance to the sewer. You have strawberries, which is a spring crop from the festival, the egg hunt. We've got a sweet pea, which is a spring forageable. We've got the common mushroom, wild plum, hazelnut, and blackberry. These are all fall forageables. We've also got the winter root, crystal fruit, and snow yam, which are all winter forageables. Crystal fruit can also be found in the mines. I think so can the snow yam, maybe the winter root. Some of them I know can be found in the mines, but I would just recommend waiting until winter, honestly. We've also got the sweet jam berry, which is a fall crop. You get this from the trader that comes on Fridays and Sundays in the Cindersap Forest. We've got a crocus, which is a winter forgeable. Yeah, it's a winter forgeable you can get. You've also got a red mushroom, which you can obtain through the caves on mushroom levels. I think also you can get it from secret woods, or you can get it from the caves if you choose mushrooms. Next, you've got the sunflower. Sunflower is a summer/fall crop, as well as the purple mushroom, which can be found in the mines, in the secret woods, I think in secret woods, or most reliably, the mushroom cave. You get cheese and goat's cheese from putting each respective milk into a cheese maker. You get cloth from getting sheep, shearing them, getting wool, and putting that into a spinner that gives you then the cloth. You get truffles from pigs, truffle oil by taking the truffles and putting it in an oil maker. You get coffee beans from dust sprites in the mines, or through the trader in the Cindersap Forest. You can also, you can plant these coffee beans, they grow in spring, and you can get quite a lot of coffee from it, a lot of maybe money early game. There's goat milk, large goat milk, each can be got from a goat. Large one can be got from a high relationship goat. You get wool from sheep, just shearing them. A duck egg from a duck feather from a high relationship level duck. Caviar can be got from turning sturgeon roe. So you put the sturgeon roe into a cask. Not a cask, a preserves jar. You can get you can get sturgeon roe by putting sturgeons into a fish pond. With then that, you wait a few days and then it'll turn into caviar. Sell that, you get a little bit of money, and you can get that filled up. There's also rabbit's foot. You can get a rabbit's foot from a high level relationship rabbit. You can get edged roe. That's basically by putting any other type of roe into a preserves jar. Ancient fruit can be got by finding the ancient fruit artifact and then donating that to the museum, and then with that donated to the museum, you then get the recipe for an ancient fruit, which is basically just the artifact, and also you also can get the actual ancient fruit in seed form that you can plant. Just wait for that to grow. It'll take quite a while, but it lasts all seasons but winter, or all year round in the greenhouse or Ginger Island. So once that's done, it'll grow, you can get it. It's a very valuable crop, I would recommend it. But yeah, so then that'll fill that up, sell it, and move on, I guess. You can get meat by putting honey in a keg. Let that go for a bit, then you get the meat, sell it, boom. Tulip is a spring plant you can grow. Summer spangle, it's in the name, it's a summer crop. Fairy rose is a fall crop. This actually is special because it attracts fairies, and this is actually a real thing. The harvest fairy can come, but it is actually a little bit more likely to come if you have fairy roses on your farm. You can get a blue jazz in the springtime. You can grow it, and there you go, that's that one. Apples can be got from apple trees. Apples, you would mainly kind of get those in the fall time. Green tea is able to be given to you. So the process is a little bit more tricky. You need to befriend Caroline and then go into her tea room. Then you'll have a cutscene with her, which you'll then learn how to make tea, and then you'll get like tea leaves. You'll be able to craft tea leaves, or like the plant to make tea leaves. You need to grow those tea leaves, and then once you've actually grown the tea leaves, then you can put those in a keg, and then you'll get the green tea. The apricot can be got in, I think, spring, and then it'll grow and you'll get apricots. Oranges and peaches are both summer trees, summer fruit trees. You plant them in summer, they'll grow into the tree, and then you'll get fruit from that. Pomegranates can be got from trees in fall, and cherry trees, you can get cherries from cherry trees in the spring. You can also get bug meat. This is from killing bugs in the mines. You can get hardwood from big stumps, big tree stumps. Or I think there's hardwood trees now in the game, so that's another good way to get them. There are various ways, but I'd say hardwood stumps are probably the easiest one you're gonna be able to get one of those. You can also find them in barrels in the mines, which honestly might be your best bet to get one of these easily. So I'd say go for that if you don't need that much hardwood, and that should get you a lot of it, or a good amount of it. You can get maple syrup, oak resin, and pine tar from putting taps or tappers on each of the respective tree. So putting a tap on a maple tree will get you maple syrup. Putting a tap on an oak tree will get you oak resin, and putting a tap on a pine tree will get you pine tar. You can also get hyper taps, but I don't think you're gonna need them at like the early point in the game where you would need these substances. You also have slime. It's pretty straightforward. You kill slimes and you get slime. You also have bat wings. When you kill bats, you get bat wings. Solar essences and void essences can be got from various monsters slightly later on in the game. Solar essences are from stuff like ghosts and maybe like metalheads and stuff like that. Void essences are more void spirits, shadow spirits, stuff like that. The list goes on, but if you really want to go in detail on all the enemies in which drop these things, make sure to just check the wiki if you really want to know. Fiber you can get from cutting weeds in your farm. This is a pretty easy thing to get, maybe even the first item you'll actually obtain, apart from parsnip seeds. Battery pack you get from using a lightning rod whenever there is lightning weather, thunderous weather. You will get the lightning rod will activate, and once the lightning rod activates, it'll start to produce a lot of batteries. So the next day, when it is, even if it's thunderous or not, doesn't matter. The next day, it'll be ready. Dinosaur mayonnaise is kind of hard to get. You need a dinosaur egg, which can be got from, probably your easiest way to get them is from pepper rexes in the Skull Caverns. You can also get them from fishing, artifact spots, but honestly, I would recommend pepper rexes. So that's one of the things. You can also get so basically once you have the dinosaur egg in your possession, I'd recommend putting that into an incubator in a coop. That will then turn into a lot of dinosaurs, and then that'll continue to produce more dinosaur eggs, which then you can put into a mayonnaise machine it'll give you a good amount of mayonnaise, and then just go sell that. Roux, not too hard. You just need a fish pond with any type of fish at all. And then once you've got that, just sell the roux it produces, and there you go. Squid Ink is kind of hard to get. Your easiest way to get it is by killing squid kids later on down in the mines near the lava levels. There's also some in the... I'm not sure. There's definitely some in higher level skull caverns, if I'm not mistaken. There's definitely some in higher level normal mines, and by higher level I mean the dangerous versions. You've also got, so basically once you get that, you can sell it, but you can also get it from squids in fish ponds. That's a good way to get that. You also got ginger, which is the new stuff. We're getting into a lot of the new stuff. So you have ginger. This is just pretty easy to get. You'll see it growing nearly everywhere on the the western side of the island. Just get that, sell it, there you go. Toru Root, you need a Toru tuber. You need to plant that, water it. I'm not sure if it needs water or not. It is a root. I know rice doesn't need water, but anyway, you need to plant the Toru Root and let it grow, and then get the Torus that it produces, and then sell those. And then that'll clear that spot. You've got pineapples and mangoes. These are fruit trees that grow all year round in the in the island. These can be kind of hard to get, but at the point you're at the island, it shouldn't be too difficult. You can get the saplings from cracking open golden coconuts from Island Trader, and various things like that. They are also a reward for the fossil collector. You can do that. Professor Snail, he'll give you them, the saplings, as a reward. You've also got cinder shards, which you can get in the new volcanic mines. The magma cap, which you get also in the volcanic mines. You can pick it up. I think some things drop it, but you can pick it up. Or I know there's the false magma cap, which is basically something that looks like a magma cap, but then it turns out to actually be a creature. But when you kill that, I think it can give you magma caps. You also have bone fragments. These can vary in places. They actually have quite a lot of places it can be in. I know you can get them from barrels. You can get them from many different places. Skeletons, lava lurks, stuff like that. Bone nodes. You can get them from many different things. Artifact spots as well, I know, do them. You also have radioactive ore and radioactive bars. Now this is not only the end, but is also the thing that will probably take you into the end game. Radioactive ore you only get in the dangerous versions of the mines or skull caverns, but this is way into the end game. You might even have one of the totems before you've done that. You'll 100% need to have done the community center, obviously, but you'll also need 100 golden walnuts. So this is definitely one of the more harder things, and you might even die getting enough far down into the mines or skull caverns to even have seen one of these ores. So this is definitely something to look out for. So radioactive ore, you'll know it when you see it. It's a green ore node that you won't have seen before. Mine that, you'll get the ore, and do the standard procedures to get the bar. Just smelt 5 radioactive ore with a coal in a furnace and you'll get a radioactive bar. And that's pretty much it. So I do just want to say I hope you have enjoyed this video. I've worked pretty hard on it and I really do appreciate you watching it. I'll be doing a lot more of these achievement hunting type videos where I show you how to get most of the achievements. I know this is one I definitely have. I still have a few that I don't have, like the gourmet chef, which I'm really close to getting, but I'm still a wee bit away. And you know, obviously, like Prairie King and Fighters Challenge, but I have strategies to get those, and once I do, I will be 100% making a video on it, because I have 100% these secret strategies that I know not many people know about, but it makes it like 100 times easier. So if you do want to see that, let me know in the comments. Please tell me what you thought of this video. And yeah, so until next time, I do really hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you later. So hope you have a good time, and goodbye.